Welcome back to Never Have I Fredder, the story about how three grown men are going to play the role of one high school boy named Fred Neighbor. I'm Riley Trahan, and I play the inside voice of Fred, as well as the youngest of the girls. Jack is here. Jack, do you want to introduce your roles?
Here I'm playing a few things. I'm Yuri, and I'm Sayori, and I'm Monica, I think. So I'm three of our four girls.
Right. And Fred?
Yeah, no, I guess I'm voicing the true story of my younger self. Is that how we're doing this?
Your words.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Good. And in that spirit, this is the second poem we're writing, and let's again do it round robin. But here's what I was thinking.
I like that.
It's going to be 20 words. I feel like we can kind of go for a haiku, right?
Okay.
So, Fred, what word do you want to start with?
Secretive.
Okay, that's a lot of syllables for our haiku. So, secretive.
Right, yeah,
syllables?
Okay, so I'm going to say
fewer than 20 syllables in a haiku, so it's going to be difficult to fit 20 words in here.
Well, but we just had secretive, and that was 3. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
But we need less than 1 per word.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe we'll do 2 haikus.
Maybe it'll be a bad haiku.
I'm going to say
I know what a haiku is, obviously, but like for the audience, like why don't we
5, 7, 5?
And then 7.
Right, yeah, 5, 7, 5. That's
so Fred
how I
did
remember
secretive. So Fred did secretive. So I'm gonna finish out our first line by saying giggle.
I like that. Secretive giggle.
And then Jack, second line.
Secretive giggle. Gosh, we could really knock out a lot of them with after image. But I think I'll go with beauty.
All right, Fred, beauty. We have 5 more syllables in this second line. Good, Jack. Good tracking which girls are into the words.
What, the mechanics of this part of the game that aren't making a haiku?
Together.
Together, great. And I'm gonna need to tag on 2 more here to finish out the.
No, that's you. You have to tag
the line, and I'm gonna say, explode. Together, explode.
Beautiful together explode.
Beautiful.
So secretive giggle. Beautiful together explode.
Secretive giggle. Line. Beautiful together explode.
And that last 5 line, let's do vivid.
Fred.
Entropy. Finish out that one.
Vivid.
That's it. Vivid entropy. Okay, so that haiku to review: secretive giggle, beautiful together explode, vivid entropy.
I like that one a lot.
That's pretty good. Somebody's gonna like that. 8 billion people in the world. Nobody likes that poem.
Forget about it. I'm gonna start our next one by saying,
"That's bold."
Amazing.
Puppy.
Wonderful.
I'll say wonderful bliss.
Go with
3 more for that line.
I believe so.
I mean, wonderful bliss depression would fit right in, but I don't mean
I guess I gotta go with depression.
Or vitality. No.
Depression's much funnier.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that was Sayori. Hello, yeah! Depression!
The biggest cheer for depression I've ever seen. Sorry, whose turn is it?
Fred, I think.
Right?
Yeah, go for it, Fred.
We're on that last 5 line for the second one.
No.
Uncontrollable.
Saying, okay,
Uncontrollable. Great. Riley, back to you. I don't know if you want to keep the haiku up. I don't think we have enough left, but you can try.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see if we can get there. I'll start with sensation.
Sensation. Okay.
Which is gonna take 3 syllables up.
Let's go with sensation. Ocean.
Sensation ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Fred?
That's some I don't think it's real alliteration. But it's got those 5.
It's
Tenacious? I guess.
Yeah, let's do it. Right?
I mean, so tenacious is 3. We need to get to 7. I'm gonna say tenacious rainbow, and then Jack, we need 2 more.
Well, there's not many options, but I'll
more to get 5 syllables.
take
right?
climax for 500, Alex.
Tenacious rainbow climax.
That's what they call it.
Fred?
Adventure to finish out with the 5 syllables.
Sure.
Well,
That's 3.
adventure is 3.
So then we
And
need 2
then
here.
I need to adventure bunny. Adventure playground.
Playground's better.
Adventure summer?
Adventure Summer's not bad. For the rainbow climax. All right. I have no idea who we actually got there, but now we're back in the real game. I mean, that part was the real game. This game's about the gameplay and the mechanics.
Gotten a
Right,
little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets
Gotta
me.
get our sea legs back. Nope. Hi, Fred.
Hi. Yo. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yo. Say Yori.
I know you're excited, Riley.
Yo.
Sayori.
I said that all the time as a kid. I don't know,
Hey, Sayori.
Looks like you're in a good mood today.
Jack, this is you, right?
Yeah, I went, eh.
I saw him do that. I did not hear him do that.
Oh, maybe Discord cut it out
Yeah.
because it was too high pitched.
Pardon me. I thought that was just a cough. Yeah.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. That's so mean. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Remember when you talked about this guy being a dick?
Yeah.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. I don't actually know what this guy's reasons are at this point.
What is
Fred,
my
no
motivation?
excuses. Just occupy your character.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh.
Why that? All of a sudden. Thinking.
No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
Touch of the fingers.
I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, then you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room.
You fat ass.
So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
What? Gee, she just wants to sleep with you, dude. Like, come on. I give up.
Yeah, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna have to pay
If
money
I'm gonna
for
let her flirt with me, I'm gonna call her out on eating too much and being poor. Don't make me feel guilty.
Feel guilty. That means you deserve to feel guilty. This dude's a piece of shit.
I know, he's the worst. Your suffering brings me joy.
Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening in or anything. Did you just think that I was listening in just now? It was just something in my book. About somebody calling out a girl. Yuri! Tell Fred to let me borrow some money! That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Lecture, lecture. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
I don't know how not. ...
Did I just
Turn into the devil?
I didn't mean that.
I'm Gotham Dragonair.
I just got too absorbed in my book. My eyes.
Why did you say that name?
Ooh.
I love that Jack has to switch between these two characters who are so opposed.
Well, I mean, I did want to give him very different voices because I knew I would take on the most. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a scene with myself yet. I think Riley has gotten that. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a funny side of you. Your eyes disappear and you go kind of Satan-y. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I'm a bitch. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. I can't keep making Riley laugh as much.
Have to accept the revolution.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. She's a
Chain me
dumbass.
to the train tracks.
I have sinned. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Especially me.
I was born in the dark.
I was born in hell.
Don't let her fool you. She was molded by it.
Fred?
Cough, cough.
Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, we are initiated, aren't we, Bruce? She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
True, she's more conniving than she appears. But... me? You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. See, I had to trick my friends.
The actual character and deception. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, the Bane. I'm pretty sure I used the Bane voice last time too. Actually,
No, we gave somebody the Bane voice for a while. I don't know if it was Fred. Pwap! Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
That's what I would say if I got hit in the face with a cookie.
God. There's a really funny bit in I think it's in Community, where like somebody throws a slice of pizza or something out the window and it falls right in front of Abed, and he like looks around and then totally silently he just looks up. It's really good. It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. Gollum's here.
I was just gonna give it to you.
I think you missed the italics on that one. I think you
Natsuki
noticed that
gonna
they were
give it
there
to
too
you.
late.
We gonna give it to you. Natsuki gonna give it to you. We gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki. So nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez, just eat it.
Cookie
Sayori
and
hardly
happy.
tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Okay.
No, you are.
I want to eat the cookie, sugar.
It's just like, wow.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
Remove my tongue! Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez! Beggars can't be choosers.
Hey, what? But yours is chocolate.
Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine.
Natsuki's voice changes every time.
Every line. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes by.
What is wrong with you? This whole playthrough is just reading. You can't do this shit every time.
I just got the giggles, and now I can't shake them. And every time something stupid happens, it's like I'm responding with the attitude of a 13-year-old boy, and I don't want to. It's just I have a little earworm.
It's out of her seat. It goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. That was directed towards me. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Fred's like, I just got here.
Can't even read.
That's a bit unusual. Still haven't learned. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay.
Jesus.
She probably just had something to do today.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like an expression.
She is pretty popular after all.
Eh? Popular? You don't think she
Bum, bum, bum.
And not talking to the bleachers, do you? She has a...
Bum, bum, bum.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bum, bum, bum.
Just increasingly dramatic stingers on every line.
Bum, bum, bum.
More desirable than all of us combined. That's true. We all suck.
Bum, bum. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. The lack of enthusiasm Fred the character has for any of his lines is great. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. I'd be getting dicked every day. Boyfriend?
Boyfriend?
What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
So you're saying there's a chance? Never mind that.
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's, no.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Would look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Fred.
Monica smiles sweetly.
Pose.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. Fred tries to pick up on romantic cues challenge, parentheses, impossible. I've been practicing a whole lot recently.
Fred tries to pick up on romantic cues, parentheses, not real people, parentheses.
It's impossible.
Wouldn't matter if they were real. I'll tell you right now. I'm not going to pick up on it.
And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. That case, best of luck.
I just love it. Feels so much like Fred in the game has one foot out of reality. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Stuff happens while I'm not here, right? It's not just like me desperately trying to make a club happen while all of you hang out.
No, not really.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know?
Yeah, I'm super dumb.
We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. People hate books, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds, or whatever. Fuck.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Point.
That's actually a good idea.
In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
Yes.
What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Right, Natsuki? You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling.
Creepy.
Me and Sayori is
Impeccable.
still
You'd find the
her
creepiest delivery for every line possible.
usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori puts her mind to things and makes them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh!
Ah.
You got it. You're in his head, Riley.
Wow.
I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Literally.
It happened. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does the school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud.
Jerking it to all those anime girls.
I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though. Oh, sorry, I'm more concerned. It's true, though.
Yeah.
Gotta stop jerking it to those anime girls.
Yeah, it's true. I do gotta stop jerking it.
I know.
Fred, say it loud like you're speaking it into a microphone for an audio performance.
I'm getting
He's
into
ashamed.
character.
Yeah, he's in character. I'm
I
into it.
know, Miss Principal. Yeah, I was
You
looking
can't
after
project and be
you.
quiet. It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself.
She's just like me, for real.
You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That. It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
Can't even do that. Look, Sarah, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me? Guys, get ready. This might be the most exciting part of the visual novel coming up.
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
Man, you really need a brush for this.
It's really hard to get right.
I won't.
There's
fall
like
for that.
6 layers to it and a bow and...
There's more than just your hair. I don't know. Like your bow isn't straight either.
Oh, well, fair enough. I did
And
mention the
there's
bow.
toothpaste stain on your collar right here.
I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Fucking savage.
Real
The
talk.
savagery is real. Eh? That's super mean.
You'll
Like,
never get
for
a man
real,
just
though.
like that. Sorry, but you'll thank me later.
I start to button her blazer from the bottom.
Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Yes! Alternative art! I know, it's a different angle on that character we've been staring at. You can see the room from a new angle. It's the... Get ready, I mean... If you're not blown out of your seat yet, this is the most exciting part of this genre.
Changed, bro.
Fred, how are you supposed to whack off to the images that we were looking at before? You gotta get different ones. That's why these are exciting. This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Friend is overly generous. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
Yes.
Hey, be careful. You're kind of pulling it tight. I can't really breathe. The button. It might come off.
Why is it so hard to close?
It's because I can't breathe.
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
Boobs. It did when I bought it.
Do I say sigh? I say sigh, like,
I feel
because
like
that's
up to you.
quotes sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it didn't fit you anymore.
What are you smiling about? Oh, hell yeah. It means my boobs got bigger again. Thank you, Dan
Say that out
Salvato.
loud. Anyway, you look much.
I just want to make sure Bruno has.
now, so
I just want to make sure Bruno has clean audio of me saying it means my boobs got bigger again. Don't
make
want
it
that
my-
line to get cut out. It's very important.
Gonna make it my ringtone. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Normal noise people make. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
I just did that.
So we don't have to make new art. Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
We stand an asexual queen. Because if I had a boyfriend that I wouldn't let you do the things. If I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take better care of me than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh?
This is what it's actually like to flirt with Fred.
This is really is.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I'm losing it. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh.
Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
Doing it again, Sayori.
Saying these embarrassing things. Aw, but I was joking that time.
I don't think she was.
I don't think she was either. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Who should I show my poem to first? You guys think Yuri?
Sure, why not? I like Yuri.
Or I guess Yuri or Sayori, I guess they're like...
Yeah, it's up to you, bro. Yuri's fine. Let's see what you've written for today. Dot. Dot. This is pretty good, Fred. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday?
Guess you could say that. There's probably a little bit of Descartes.
I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things, but this is way worse. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. You don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Am I crazy or is that sentence weird? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see.
So should our next poem be all about like classroom sounds?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
So we started with her last time. I was curious if it would be similar, but
No, well, it's all about who you pick each time. So we did mostly Yuri words on our first poem, so she really liked it. But this time we did a Sayori poem, which is also why we got the Sayori scene. I have well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it.
Zoom biff pow.
Zap
Of
kapow.
course. Is this the poem you wrote for today?
Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon.
Oh, you can do it, but we all did our own poems last time.
Oh, go ahead.
It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. It's normal. It's a normal poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
See that? It's a lot more metaphorical.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. Metaphors. You got it. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in some of my more unusual hobbies.
Not everyone feeds raccoons. I get it.
It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep feeding raccoons to yourself? Because cool. People like raccoons.
Because they're embarrassing,
Those little hands.
and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Fred?
Just
Fred?
the anime stuff. Oh,
Now you're getting into character.
yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that.
Fred, don't you get on a voice call with your adult friends and do
Pretend to be
voice
teenage girl.
theater for animated teenage girls?
The thing is, I
On
don't
the
pretend to be
internet?
teenage girls, but
Yeah, you
I have to
specifically are the only one who does
pretend
it.
to flirt with teenage girls, which is, I think, the weirder of the two.
The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable.
Like pretending to flirt with our friends on the internet who are pretending to be teenage girls.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener.
All right.
All right.
Jack, who do you think's next?
Good normal poem. Oh, we can do Monica.
Yes, Monica.
Hi again, Fred. Like, what's up? How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I don't know. I did haikus and I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go.
Jack, you're doing a lot of reading, so I'll take this one.
Oh, the poem? Yeah, sure. I'm actually going to go get my other drink then while you do that.
I give my poem to Monica. All right. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, you know, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Gary. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of it kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway,
Person doesn't know who they're talking to.
You want to read my poem? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, yeah, let's take a look.
Save me.
You got this right?
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness.
It just says a meaningless. But then if you go all the way to the bottom.
Load me.
Good
Load
normal
me.
poem. Good normal poem. Yeah, it says load me.
Hold on.
You want to save real quick?
Yeah. Say.
Pop it in that empty slot there. Maybe for later. If we ever need to load a save later, we'll keep that one in mind. The third one.
Just wanted to make
that's
sure
the
that
line,
was the line reading you wanted. You want to give you space for a couple different.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you're taking it for now, right?
No. It was just, well, you needed me to. So.
I guess that's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Sorry, not sorry.
Shut up, idiot.
No, I never said that.
Load me.
Load me, dumbass.
I mean, like, there are lots of different meanings that could take, so it'd be rude to assume any of them. Just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I do think Monica's the most guilty of being like, I'm flirting with you, dumbass. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper, like how there was like a whole mile of paper before I wrote load me ominously on the bottom. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic, like literal, actual magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
See? It's a little hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, Not every poem is about something.
Literally, all those examples are about something. All right, that's fine.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Did it.
You never know what might change your mind. When you might change your mind.
Go ahead and throw
Save
another
real
one
quick.
down
There we
there.
go. Safety. Or when something unexpected may happen. What? Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
Uh-oh.
I don't like any of that.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wow, just went straight for the third me. ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Fred. I knew what I was getting into.
What?
I love it! Especially after yesterday's dog shit poem.
Sucked.
You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, your last poem sucked, and this one's good. I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I can't even read. I also have
Still don't
no
know
idea
what
what I'm doing.
Just copied some words from a book. Well,
Literally,
maybe that's why. Maybe you don't need to read to be a poet.
I don't even know when to use the letter C.
I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez.
I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when you read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Fred poem! Yay!
I hate that you
He's
named
in the
him Fred.
track.
I hate that you named
He's
him
in the
Fred.
track. He's in the track. We.
And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
I can feel your feelings, Fred. Fred, I can feel your feelings. Sierra
I have
hugs
done
the
none of
sheet
this.
of paper against her chest.
So weird, Sayori.
Oh, sorry, that one was. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad.
But I know how they make me feel.
Stop it. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is pretty important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. I did it again where I saw him answer, but I did not hear it.
Yeah! 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 Me neither!
Yeah.
My neighbors must think I'm an insane person. No, I've seen them. Discord doesn't think it's human noises coming out of my mouth, so it doesn't send them through.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, wanna write something for me?
Literally the opposite.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Nani? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try keeping it in mind.
Whatever.
That was the only line I feel like Fred's whole heart has been in. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Just like me, for real.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
That's unexpectedly poetic.
Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Fred. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put all the bottles on a shelf with all the other little bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Good normal poems for having a good time with your high school friends.
Fred?
I mean, yeah, he wasn't here for any of it. Fred, you're just in time. Riley just had to experience that poem alone.
Yeah, Fred, I'll do this one the way you would have read it, all right?
All right.
Having experienced the bomb. Holy crap.
That's what I sound like.
That was really good.
Sarah, did you really write this?
Of course I did.
All right, Fred, you're taking over here.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
See that? Almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks.
Does not recognize Jack Sayori voice as a
Aw,
human.
thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Yeah, Sayori, that's the idea. Writing is like magic.
Gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Ominous. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Thierry's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. All right, I'm gonna do Natsuki, and if both of you guys want to go into your sound settings and see if in the normal Discord settings, sometimes it'll cut off your sound input based on if it's outside of a
sure.
range. Its sound sensitivity might be what you guys are both dealing with. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Oof.
Huh? What?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you say... Maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's,
Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
It's a little unnecessary. It's accurate, like, to be honest, like how I've been reading this, like this is kind of fair, you know, but you know, they don't know that. I think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away. She'd fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not her friend. Doesn't matter if she likes other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross and she's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone that Amy loves spiders. That's my poem. It's not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do.
Nah. Of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this one, right? It's about Amy and how she sucks because she likes spiders.
Yeah, fuck Amy.
I doubt I have to explain it much more than that. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, like Amy and how she likes spiders. Helps to realize how stupid people are being. Anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
That's not how we got that poem at all. Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid of people finding out, like how I hate Amy and her spiders. Like how they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Like if they knew you hated Amy's spiders.
It's entirely literal.
It just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. Like liking how much Amy likes... Liking how much you hate that Amy likes spiders.
Wait, am I supposed to...
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, like liking hating that Amy likes
liking hating
spiders.
people's spiders.
No, my takeaway was that Amy likes spiders and that I should not like her, right? That's the correct... Right?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Fuck Amy and her spiders.
She
Spiders
likes
suck.
spiders, so don't trust that bitch. You wrote something similar today.
Did you say spiders, Yuri?
Yeah? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well. I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. She probably likes spiders. Not that
Can I
there's
just say,
anything...
I'm having zero trouble getting
wrong
into character about not getting
that.
metaphors. Like, this is perfect for me. Like, just like, yeah.
It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Like people who hate that I hate that Amy likes spiders. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson.
I would say so. Aiming for Rysel is really different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room, we're gonna be performing.
What the fuck is that?
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
You heard me call you your shitty
Minoke.
anime nickname, didn't you? It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki.
I agree with Nostiko.
Monoko. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagine it. Yuri shakes her. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Yes. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Queen? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
She's a good club leader.
Like girl. Yeah. Dot.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice.
I agree. Don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Dot.
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! I guess. You're the best, Yuri, for that enthusiastic agreement. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh gosh. No one's gonna die. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite the poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it. Oh, you can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself.
Oh, there goes gravity.
It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem
Yeah, that's
to her
what I always
chest
say too.
and rushes back into her seat.
It was just so good I forgot to clap. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Now, if we could have Sayori come up like was planned.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine yourself reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's a poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Fred liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone, touching the fingers. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you more. I will make you. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Oomph. Don't make me go before Fred. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Fred lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Natsuki?
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today.
I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again.
Well.
Bad news.
Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. For realsy. It might be hard, but I hope that we have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure that you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? Okay. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you've been putting this much effort in for the club. It makes me really happy, Pose.
Yeah, no problem.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home.
Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's say that one day Yuri has to walk home with you.
Hmm?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Kind of put me on the spot here.
Well,
Wait, is this the thing that she was talking about?
what do you guys
Pardon?
think? Fred,
Like, should we save here?
You can save here if you would like.
Do you want to?
Is that what Monica was saying?
Oh, that's true. Monica was saying some stuff earlier.
I've been waiting for a choice, like ever since she said it, so I wasn't sure.
Right. Yeah, she said
Well-
if you're ever unsure of anything, go ahead and make a save. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
we can save that right here.
Yeah, if we hate our choice, we can go back and redo it. That's the wonderful thing about video games.
Fred, which one are you thinking? Would you walk with the new girl or would you walk with your normal girl?
I mean, it'd be rude to not walk a girl home, right?
So
Well, but
think
you can't walk them both home.
can't walk them both home, Fred,
Why not? That's a great point, Fred.
because that's their rules.
I mean, look, I'd walk home Yuri.
Damn! The gauntlet's been thrown!
Walking home with Yuri, huh?
Why does the thought of that make my heart pound?
It's
mean-
the Yabos.
Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Hey, isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That's not what we're getting at here. That's nothing to do with what I just said.
You're in his head. You admitted it.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
It's not even pointing to speculating about something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I like to think about it.
Why? Why would you think about that?
It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori. Can't figure out if you're seeing things in your head right now. How you're seeing things. Yeah.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Fred, here we go. Where you at? Do you want to walk home with Yuri, or would you want to walk home with Yuri still? Sayori still. Where you at? Boom, 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 boom. Don't think, just act.
Well, you can think for a second. It does impact the future of the game. So
I'm trying to remember who's who.
Yuri is the dark-haired girl who's sort of shy and she's really into like deep literature. And Sayori is the girl in front of us who's your childhood best friend who you have been walking home. You kind of connected with Yuri today, and then out of nowhere on the way home, Sayori was like, if Yuri asked you to walk home with you, would you do it?
So she's asking us, then you gotta say that you're gonna stay walking home with her. Right? Like, that's
All right.
obvious.
Fred, you really think I would? Fred, you really think I would ditch
Oh my
you?
god, Riley.
You really? No, I'm doing my Fred impression.
Now you're lying. Stop.
I want to hear Riley's impression of me. This is good. Let's see what Riley thinks I sound like is what I want.
Hold on, sorry, with the. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Off to an explosive start.
I'm glad he thinks I sound like that. Actually, I'll take it. That's it. That's.
How do I go to?
You press a button.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day.
This is a weird energy.
Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that.
Why
for
can't we
you.
just start a session normally for once?
Yours.
No,
Nope.
stop.
All right, fine. I'll fix my
You literally voiced none of the characters in this scene.
fix my equalizer. You guys can go back to doing this show.
Please, Riley, this is serious. You're so silly, Fred. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind.
I like this
I mean,
so
this
much better. I like this so much better.
No, I'm out. I'm done. That was my last Fred impression.
Fred
Let's
will
go.
complain.
I know, that's why I'm not doing it.
You know what? No, it made me deeply uncomfortable and troubled, and honestly, it's going to give me nightmares. So, Riley, don't ever do it again.
You have to at least say this one, though.
Sayori, I've already made up my mind.
I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
So what's the point?
Oh, Fred, go. You have no other voices.
I don't,
You will
no.
just be sitting there.
I can provide commentary on what I would actually do. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen?
I like the idea, Jack, that you and I just become the voice cast and Fred has to make all the decisions.
While Fred plays this game.
The conversation trails off. It's the same voice.
You can do this voice for this one. I'll allow that.
It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too.
Like the narrator from Big Lebowski.
Sam Elliott.
Then
That
again,
was amazing.
the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen
These happy anime girls and Sam Elliott.
in that time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, new poem.
Writing a poem again. Writing a poem again. All right. Let's remember, guys.
Do we want to do round table again?
I think we're going to
Yeah.
go round robin again, but let's remember that we should all be building off of each other. It's not a bunch of random statements, right? It's a
I'm going to
cohesive
follow
thought.
my heart.
That's fine. So go ahead. Let's have
I'm
you
going to
start
follow
us off.
Jack's heart too.
We're all
Thank
going to follow Jack's heart.
Let's go ahead and start with flower.
Flower,
no,
Fred.
no good. Jack's heart wanted email. Flower dream.
Flower, dream, existence.
Oh. Bliss.
Nature.
Mm.
Valentine.
Ooh. Uncontrollable.
Fickle.
Uncontrollable, fickle. Fester.
Play.
I don't know what Jack's heart wants on this one. Oh. Uncontrollable fester. Tenacious.
Mm.
Time.
Tenacious time. Time. Unrequited. That was a Sayori one. That's interesting.
Octave?
Unrequited
Also,
captive.
somebody's blowing up in the group chat.
Precious.
You just do 2 in a row?
No, Fred did unrequited and I did precious.
I did. Jack did
Precious.
unrequited. I did captive rather than precious.
Oh.
Twirl.
Unrequited, captive, precious, twirl.
I'm impressed that
Crimson.
you can remember. I'm only remembering like the last 1 or 2 at most.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind party.
Fred, final word.
Kitty. Strong votes for Kitty from this side of the table.
Disarray.
That's not that unrelated to cats, I guess.
Let's see how this goes. Oh man.
Oh shit. Are you Monica?
I don't know. Are you? You
I
can
guess
do
who
it.
else would you be? No, you're Natsuki. I'm Monica and Yuri.
Alright, go for it.
You can give Natsuki Sam Elliott's voice. I'm the last one here again. Yeah,
I feel like
he
I
was
give her a
the
different
cheerleader.
voice every episode.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
God damn it, everyone's a cowboy. Were you practicing piano again?
Excuse me, wait, which one am I? Oh, I'm the little one? Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. That's how
You're
I
the
always
little
remember.
goblin. And the narrator. Yeah, yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. That's from Undertale. Is that an Undertale reference? But I guess passion.
I think it's the JoJo reference.
Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Like, wow.
I can't wait for the festival.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
Eh? Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Riley doing some frantic, fully worked Googling.
Mitsubishi.
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
Sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
I thought I sounded like that ASMR car girl. Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You! Of all people!
You!
Oh.
Eh? I didn't say I don't like it.
I don't think they're Canadian.
You wonder why it's taking us so long to get through this game. Besides, what do you mean by all you of all people?
What do you mean? Oh.
Because
Gosh.
it's right in your name. Monica.
Eh? Interrobang? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
That's a good joke.
That's a good joke.
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Perfect.
Fine.
Got it in one.
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? I thought the girl on the right was Sayori. Oh, there you
No,
are.
that's not Suki.
Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk
Thank you,
over to
Sam.
her. Hey, Sayori.
Sam, get out of here. You're not in the scene.
I wave my hand in front of her face.
Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for just assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Alright, well, if you say so. Hey, this might sound strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast. Is that the word? Downcast today?
Mhm.
It's kind of blurry on my screen, so I'm sorry.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. ...
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Fred. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. That's why I'm asking you. This time when asked, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. Don't let my tone of voice fool. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? I just have to sound chipper all the time. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
You sure about that? Does it seem like you want to be left alone? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Shit, I can read.
Are you sure? Can
No.
you read?
No.
Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Ooh.
Sorry, guys. I keep thinking that hitting the other button will make me go back, but it just makes everything disappear. So sorry. It was person of interest.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Fred.
No. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well. ... I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Eh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club.
Are we actually talking about how she's like not happy right now?
It's like an extra light was turned on inside her.
It's like
Don't
you're
worry,
not
Fred,
even.
they're gonna talk about it. let it happen. Here,
What?
say your lines.
No way. That goes against everything we've been talking about. She's always been full of sunshine. What a weird line. It's not any different than how it's always been. Always has been.
You're so funny, Fred. Have you thought maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you?
Not that time.
Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel.
Stop! Just read the lines!
Next to Sayori and gently talk.
Stop it! I hate this! They're 16!
But she's keeping her voice so quiet.
I'm gonna kick you out! I can do that!
I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, but to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this.
No, you were doing alright for a while.
Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much?
That one wasn't even an innuendo.
I don't like this at all.
Just said it like that.
Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica the Squid Girl. Why does it feel? Because the translation joke earlier. Remember, I brought it back.
Yeah,
up?
no, oh, you got it. I got it.
Why does it
sorry, I
feel like I'm being Jack's just so traumatized? It's not even coming through. I glance around the room. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice.
I'll allow a casual southern drawl as long as he's not a creepy weirdo about it.
But to approach her
Nope.
myself.
I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts?
That's what
That's a
they
weird-
call masturbating these days, right?
How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Also, are you thinking that you just want to be alone with your thoughts?
Yeah.
Like, is that the thought you want to be alone
thinks
with?
about how they want to be alone with it. Like, oh, if only I could be thinking right now. Well,
I was thinking about how I would love to be thinking about how I would like to be alone with my thoughts.
oh shit. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share that concern. Do you ever have somebody say something to you and you're like, oh damn, you've definitely been to therapy? Of course, there are certainly those who have the most comfort keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, I would be glad to listen.
I was thinking about being alone with my thoughts. It's really not that big of a deal. I was feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
That bitch.
I was just thinking about being alone in my thoughts about Sayori.
Sayori. She is. She's all sad.
Yeah, she seems a little bit off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
Well, you did.
Fred. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath this. Don't do it.
Don't like that.
Deep beneath plain sight. Riley, I'm starting to think you're not taking this seriously. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Now, please stop interrupting my girl voice.
Ah. So you think there might be something behind it after all?
That was real. I apologize.
Leave that in.
I would have muted if I'd seen it coming, but it was... Sorry. I think Sayori is a very complex person.
You don't know her very well.
Oh, well, the thing about that is, I think Sayori
Her
is
mannerisms on the
delicate-
outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. She acts like a dumb bitch, but she's actually very complicated. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I think she's been taken over by an alien. I feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? What the fuck is... talk like a normal person.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
that's how
what
I would
like
respond
tone
to
to
it.
take because I don't know the whole thing. I guess that. I guess that was the case.
There you go.
That's not where I thought that was gonna go.
Sayori. I love her. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. Just talk like a normal human. We're just good friends, that's all. So if someone asked me to walk them home, I probably would.
Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Searching for something, something never comes, never leads to nothing, nothing ever comes, but it's keeping close. Something to the stars at the end of the road. Oh, I'll laugh all each of the day. And you come and laugh at each of the day.
There we go.
Right into my head.
Went ahead and gave him the old server mute, so we can just talk about whatever we want. God damn it, I thought it okay, get out of here. Just click the forward button for me. Can we get like a remote control on his desktop so we can control it? That's not even my line. He has to say this.
Embrace it. I avert.
That's not. It's
my
not
gaze.
embrace it.
Embarrassed. Sorry, I'm still singing my song. Embarrassed. I avert my gaze.
Sometimes I'm looking deeply in your eyes, Fred. A person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. I know there was like a narrative flow that got interrupted by a 4-minute musical interlude, but I'm looking deeply in your eyes right now. And you, as someone honest
I know
and
we were
caring,
doing a whole thing before some asshole started singing a pop punk song from 2007. But
Person thinks I'm
and you,
honest and
as someone
caring.
honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you.
I don't want to go to waste.
That is
I love it, but I hate
the way to go to war. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about it.
Love it, but I hate that chase.
You're... The fuck are you talking about? You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feeling. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
Fred, you want to try that one again, but you want to try and I think nearly and you could probably both be a full octave lower. You want to?
I'm not nearly as
Nope, that wasn't one of the ones he said. That one's normal.
Not nearly as Hold on.
You can't even read.
Stop.
No. It's tricky with the. It's when you're riding the waves.
Sophisticate as you.
Here we go.
Fred, are you watching Riley's stream or are you watching Bruno's stream?
I was for a minute watching Riley's stream, and it was very blurry. But now I'm back on it.
Oh, okay.
That was the worst that's happened the whole time.
That's not a compliment, is it? You're not complimenting me.
It is what it is. Who's to say?
You.
Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? What a fun way to end a conversation.
Can you hold this for a second? Can you hold this? I'm lower than this.
Sure.
Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric.
I forgot how I'm done with everyone's shit, right? Or Fred sounds. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise,
Like a normal person.
the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms.
Oh, it's like the thing she was saying.
Especially because of her low.
Just say you have a good voice, man. You have a good normal voice that you can say all the words in.
Long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well.
You good?
We're not editing that out. He wouldn't do it for you, Jeff.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
Huh? We're just Yuri was gonna make some tea, so
I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica.
Not really.
we're just filling the water pitcher.
It's a two-person job. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a oh shit. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
Absolutely called
She's in
out
your
by
walls.
Monica, the
She
squid
is
girl.
in your walls.
Yeah. Calls from and
Calls coming from inside your computer.
Call is coming from inside the game, and also it's coming from Monica.
She did make the translation joke earlier. That.
Monica, please mind your own business once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Fred in club activities?
Like
Yeah.
water pitcher filling.
I'm the water
Like
boy.
water pitcher. I'm Canadian this episode. Say this, Fred.
My mouth. Gape.
God fucking damn it. I
I was done with it. I just saw those words. I was like, oh my god.
He's getting the material. That's the thing, though, is right. It's like
I mean,
the material is
it's a
coming
visual
to
novel.
him.
It's to be expected.
Anyway, sorry.
That was kind of a bitchy thing to say. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Fred.
I don't know. I don't want to cause any problems filling up this water.
Fred's
Yuri.
literally like, oh, what the fuck is happening? I spoke without thinking.
I do that all the time.
How can I say so? What a terrible reassurance when someone says that. Hey, don't even worry about it. How can I say something like that?
Yuri. I just...
Something about the way she said that. I think that last line was me. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? My eyes disappear
No,
sometimes.
Yuri. I think you did the right thing.
Well, I feel
However,
better.
I don't know if you've ever gotten a pep talk from me, Jackson, but I'm very good.
This is about how they go down.
Yeah, I like Fred's dedication to playing himself in this game.
Well, we did ask for that.
Also, not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Fred. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
You're
Even
real low
when I've been
standard for nice.
naughty.
Because
See, it's not fun on the other end.
nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. Say lovey.
I believe the line is "Oh, but he's perfect."
Oh, but he's perfect.
You know, you all have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. So I think he's telling her that she's overthinking and she needs to relax, which is just the thing that you want to tell people when they're having a freak out. 10 out of 10.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Wouldn't you
Why
hate
would
me
I-
for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hit you?
For something as
can't-
terrible as that?
I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say? Hmm. Ah. Delicious friends.
Yuri lifts her head.
What the fuck is this narration become?
Just
Fred.
dare after dare after dare. Much to the paying audience's chagrin. Actually, this isn't mine to pay well, but this should be our opportunity to say, hey, loving this audio torture for less than the price of a latte, you can get 4 extra episodes per month. And let us torture you all holiday season long.
It's better with the hands in the way. All right, you're going back in the corner. Fred. I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, pal.
Next line, please.
Thanks. Thanks.
We're so good at this. We don't even need a script.
I like being friends with you too.
Pat. Hold on,
There,
I think Riley's being serious. I'm gonna unmute him.
Oh, I was saying I remembered having this same conversation with Fred when we first met. But also,
when you were in high school.
I feel kind of
Stop
awkward.
it! Just say it.
I'm just doing my line. I'm in character doing my lines. If you want it,
no, this is how my inner monologue
it should have. If this was a problem, it should have come up at callbacks. Is all I'm saying.
Callbacks was episode 1, and you weren't doing this voice. You can't
we talked about the
change your
character
character's
callback.
voice
We
halfway
figured it out.
through.
I thought we were in alignment. I thought we understood each other. These are the sorts of things. This is why.
At what
You know what?
phase
Fine.
when I was complaining did you think
I'll do it.
we
You know what?
understood each other?
I'll do it the way you want it. If it's not where you want it, you give me a reading, okay? You give me a reading.
Okay,
All right, I'm
cool.
gonna come in here. I'm
Sounds
just
good.
gonna do it the way I think you want it. We'll do it.
Yeah, that'd be great. If you could do it the way I want it.
I feel kind of awkward saying something like that.
That was perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it.
But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better.
Anyway.
Yuri and I
Does
sit against the
chocolate go well
wall,
with oolong tea?
teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
Dear God. Getting dangerously close. I can't see too well. Fred, it's your favorite line. Hyphen,
Yuri.
exclamation point.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this?
I think it's supposed to be like, how am I supposed to focus on reading like this?
Yuri
How
was
am I supposed to
always-
focus?
Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
It's like when a kid acts out in class and you just have to ignore them. Your teacup.
Yuri
Oh,
hands
sorry,
me-
your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes me look like a silly old pretzel.
How was it?
Yeah, I don't know what that
Now,
means.
Now I'm worried about making sure I don't accidentally touch her yabos.
Yes!
Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Not my pretzel arms, not the yabos.
Here's a
She will.
professional tip from somebody who has been through high school. I think it's not impossible that we have people watching or listening who are in or about to go through high school.
If you're not yet in high school and you're watching or reading this, you have to
Please.
tell us. It's entrapment
It's
otherwise.
It's the law.
That's true. But also, just a thing that I learned in that process was that if you are ever physically touching or close to physically touching another person, they know. Like, it's hard not to be aware of.
Back to the story.
Yeah, sorry.
She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading.
To focus on reading!
No, save some for the tea.
Dot. After a
At
few
least
minutes,
a
I
little
finally
willpower.
managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper.
What is happening?
Sorry.
I love the idea that this is this guy's inner monologue.
I briefly let go of the book to finish opening that goddamn wrapper.
He feels things so intensely.
You can have as much as you want.
It just doesn't express it very well. That's okay. I won't take any.
You sure?
Well, ... If I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right.
Chocolatey pages.
I didn't even think about that. My bad.
Oh, my beat. No need to apologize. I'll just hold the book, okay?
You sure?
Of course. New art! Most exciting part of visual novels!
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my
Hey,
leg.
it's funny when you're like putting stuff out of context. This scene's gonna get genuinely uncomfortable if you keep doing that.
Yeah, but I listen, my bit has always been that then it goes to Fred going, well, in that case.
No, that's fair.
In that case,
I just want you to,
Yuri
well, anyway.
is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth, and I take another chocolate and I hold it up to
And I put it in my mouth again.
And I take another chocolate. And I
A
unwrap
third
it
chocolate
and put it in
for
my
daddy.
mouth. I'm gonna eat all these chocolate candies up so bad. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply puts her lips,
Nope.
parts her lips.
There you go.
And this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here.
You could.
I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me, Frederick Dufresne neighbor, like she needs to
Just use my full name on the internet like that. That's fine.
what
That's
just happened.
It's okay.
Bruno can bleep it if we need to, but I feel like the
Well, it's Japanese.
biggest parts
so leave
are
its
already
surname first.
known.
Fred. I'm allergic to chocolate!
I guess I shouldn't have done that then.
That's... Well... Flustered. You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right?
Bradley, when was
Right?
the last time I fed you a chocolate? I mean...
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on Halloween, so
That's why they're
almost
called
a
Hershey
year ago,
Kisses. It's because
I would say.
you give your bros sweet, tender kisses.
Well, no, what Fred and I'll do is we'll go out trick or treating, and then we'll check each other's candy.
As a
Mhm.
series of men in their 30s.
Yeah, we usually go out as Wayne and Garth, and then we'll check each other's candy for razor blades, and then feed it to each other.
And weed.
Listen.
Look.
Do you know how much I pay for THC? I'm not giving it out to children for free. You kidding me? Anyway, not really in this kind of context, but
Yeah, you know. That's all it was.
I think you're gaslighting this girl at this point. You're like, yeah, no, we're totally friends. I'm just feeding you chocolates.
I mean, I feel like she's like, I mean, I don't know. Not that I know that we've been doing a whole bit of how we're playing this 3-hour game across the course of like 15 days, but like, I feel like she blacked out or whatever for a second. Like, I just feel like
yeah.
she fully.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird scene, and she definitely behaved strangely. Yeah. Then.
But the picture made it look like I just like just part of it, and then she like bit the rest of it, right? Like it's not
And
like
she was
I
like,
Yeah, I mean, if I may, I have a bag of my
please
personal
don't
favorite.
demonstrate.
Well, I have a bag of my personal favorite candies, Jolly Rancher here, and if I may, I'll just say that Fred, I feel like hold on, just got a little bit of the wrapper here. Fred, I feel like we were in like right there, you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, just
Or
like
no.
It's practically this. I can't even tell the difference between the art and in your picture right now. You don't need to stop or anything.
Well, because yeah, it's the friendship way of feeding people chocolate. I see.
This situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can just tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes, they meet mine.
This is real high school shit, though. Like flirting
Yeah.
for the first time. Your like hands are shaking. You're like, oh yeah.
How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my
Her
own.
breaths. Ah.
Like before, Yuri parts her lips.
Hate it. This one's worse somehow.
But it's different this time. I take the chocolate, blaze it in her mouth, feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Is this what it's... Okay, everyone.
What? Is that how it did it? Ooh.
Wow, yeah. Again, this is an anime. We're not playing it like one at all, but that's the whole bit.
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Fred, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. That
I mean,
wasn't
I know we're
Except
just
that
getting
you
into
kept-
like...
From the floor.
I know we're kind of just getting into the whole Monica... Now he refuses not to talk. I know we're just getting into the Monica being jealous thing, but probably a good call for the club president to stop the like delicate feeding of chocolates on the floor in the middle of the meeting. In any case,
All right, everybody. I think we are done for this week. Let's go ahead.
yeah, exactly. In the end, oh, this isn't me.
In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word.
I shouldn't have said it. I should have just been happy he was reading the lines like a normal person.
No, you got that for trying to steal my line. I get the feeling there's something. This is something neither of us have the courage to bring up.
Hey, remember the time you fed me chocolate awkwardly?
Now it's time to do poems.
Poem stuff. Poem stuff. Fred, who do you want to start with?
Monica.
Bing, bing, bing.
Hi, Fred. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Remember the fucking festival?
Well, funny you should mention that.
Being in the club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people?
I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure, but do it.
Yeah, no, on it.
Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great.
Yeah.
It would also make me happy to see.
Sure.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure.
I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Dot. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but also the imagery is better than the last one. Straight up better. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration from Yuri's writing style?
Last one sucked.
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal conversation out of her.
She tried chocolates.
It's easy to get chocolates in her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. Sad puppy face. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep to herself so much. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Pose.
Completely misunderstood. We just...
Calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Ooh.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Well, okay, hold on now. Monica kind of
sorry.
whispers that
A
last
fictional
part to
one
me.
anyway. It's just a hunch, but
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
oh well, I know. I was just saying.
Get out of here,
You're a
Monica.
weirdo. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
All right.
The lady.
The lady
who
who-
knows. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, the lady who knows everything.
I was just trying to give you a break because you have so much.
No, that's appreciated. You can take it. Go for it. You haven't been doing that much.
The lady who
You
knows
promise to be a normal person.
everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, dry, quill,
Well,
expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no peace, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
For sure.
I see. Never really put much thought into it. I can't read. So.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's... Oh,
one
fuck.
thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, that's why I just noticed it.
I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that's it.
Monica's... I got my eyes on Monica.
Anyway,
Fred?
Let's go Yuri.
Yuri.
she's gonna like our poem, according to Monica. ... Fred. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
I can feel the emotion that you poured into it.
I just followed Jack's heart.
This is the result. I was just following her yabos. This is the result of trying what I suggested yesterday.
Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. Really wanted to try giving it more feeling.
Yuri visibly swallows.
Probably more
Even her
chocolate.
hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
Fred running unaware.exe. I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. We'll come back to you.
Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
I'm nice
Yeah.
like that.
Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you never shared your writing before?
Yuri nods.
Fred K.
Really? I don't believe it. We're in a club about writing sharing.
Well, but they did. It was a whole big deal in the first one that we were going to
Oh,
start
yeah.
sharing our poems because you showed up. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that?
Again, Yuri nods.
Even your close friends?
Dot, dot, dot.
For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond.
Yuri?
Yuri smiles sadly.
Fred, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that?
No, I'm not there.
No, you're by yourself. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Like Jon Snow, or deep thinkers, or problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life.
Like Jon Snow.
Well, that one's a little more true. So when you look at it that way, I don't know how to talk to people.
With your mouth.
I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write.
Do arithmetic.
But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. That I really understood what I was missing all this time. I've known you for 3 days.
I haven't really done anything.
No, you haven't. That's wrong.
Hmm.
Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Fred. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time.
Wait, Jack, can I do a quick? Can I give you my reading on that one?
Yeah, sure.
I second guess myself all the time.
I read too deeply into things,
Bang, 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 bang.
but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I'm polite and respectful.
My God, mon Dieu!
I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success.
Oh, yeah.
Monica's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, Monica's pretty cool. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way. My hair's like weirdly ribbon-like, don't you think? Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Oh God, my eyes. They're gone.
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it.
You want to show me your poem? Or...
Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you. You got this, big guy.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore.
Sorry. That's interesting. I didn't think we were gonna get that poem. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Did we get a Sayori poem one time?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
See, like, you say that like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, you haven't heard
You don't like the beach?
about the bird? Everybody's heard. After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea.
Interesting.
Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style.
Why is she so obsessed with me?
Literally. I just went with her request. But... ... Well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Fred, who's next?
To the beach one. Natsuki.
I agree.
I said Natsuki.
Hold on now. This one's all right.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, I actually don't have to read.
About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well,
Of course, at least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
eh? No, gross. It's not like
Good,
I
yeah.
care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of fun to hang out here, even if I put up with you. Yeah?
Natsuki elbows connects with my stomach.
Okay, well, I can do that with you.
Can I get a
Oh,
medium react?
maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
Just joking.
I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. She really just watched my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened.
Do you want me to take this one, Ray? Since you're reading on this scene?
I'll be your beach.
Okay.
Your mind is so full of trouble and fears that diminish your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place.
This one does have a rhyme scheme, which is rare for these poems, but it's your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore running beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind all will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's have your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, learn to love yourself again.
Yeah. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice.
So what is the truth?
Is there a truth?
Riley, who will you pick?
Fred?
Sayori. No, I changed my mind.
Dot. Hmm. It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
I just followed Jack's heart.
Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
We just did a round robin. Maybe. That's not really what I meant. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right?
No, I'm Fred.
In this club?
Oh, yeah. Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Fred.
Sayori.
You guys are looking like you're nonplussed. What's going on?
That's what I want to know. Is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, great.
All right.
Oh, she giggled. All right. Crisis averted.
Just tell me if you need it.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay!
Yay! God, this is I don't know. This is going.
I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Yeah. Okay.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Yay, anime! Why don't we start figuring out... Riley, I hope you're ready for you and me to have to do some acting extraordinaire.
Sorry, Natsuki's mine?
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right.
I didn't catch it.
You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez.
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, ... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Very good. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle it all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri... ... Yuri, you can... Guys... Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! not it at all. I just can't think of something useful for you. You're the most talented person here.
Hmm.
Now Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sarah enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. On you when she's around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, I won't grow as a person. Almost stopped valuing. So, Yuri. You have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some of the banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I don't believe in an atmosphere. The Earth is... I love atmosphere. Never mind.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself.
Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. Keep racing. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. That one. Sorry, I tickled myself with that one. But anyway.
Didn't tell me to do
That just leaves you, Fred.
One who is truly useless, yeah.
I can't read. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
That's...
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like
What the fuck
Monica's
does
going
that
to
mean?
give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Fred might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. You tsundere fuck. Oh. Riley?
He may be more suited to...
He may be more suited to assist him with the decorations. Sorry, stream went all weird for me.
Hold on. I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Fred to...
What are you even saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Fred to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Fred, you're okay with this, right?
Not at all.
In the end, it's up to you. Absolutely not. Any other questions? Very well. In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Where we at, buddy?
It's either Yuri or Monica, right? Like,
Hmm?
this has been a heavy. You're right. Like Yuri's been.
I don't think
kind
we've
of
gotten a
focal-
single Natsuki scene, so we're not too invested with her. I would agree with that.
Monica's got this weird thing that I'm not sure I like.
Yeah, Monica
What do
kind
you
of
mean?
like
She's
feels
like-
like maybe she knows she's in a video game, which maybe
She's
I
the
would
one who's,
be
like,
down
all
to
out of our
explore.
league and all pretty, and you were like shocked she was even talking to you.
Let's do. Alright, we're gonna be doing Yuri.
Yuri, boom, boom, boom.
All right.
Well, it's probably most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean, so shut the fuck up.
No, I was just saying.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Fred?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things.
Yeah, I can tell.
So I think your assistance will be very What the fuck did you just say?
Oh.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking on by yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour.
So, is that everything we need to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Fred?
Me? Yes, you could say I'm interested to see how it all turns out.
That's good enough for me. Hell yeah. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. It's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Fred picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll go really well with my tea. And nothing that I ever do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. Kind of surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
Growth. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at this time. Because Sayori always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No! I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. Get the fuck out. I guess it's time for us to head out.
All right, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I can't believe this slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Right then.
Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
Yeah, Sunday my parents aren't home. No, not at all. Just thought I'd be going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to yours.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem.
I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean.
Hope I managed to make myself useful in some way.
My room? I have a room?
Not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Fred. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? ...
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you might have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense.
You're forgetting the two biggest reasons.
I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression.
You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. All there is to it. Do you believe me?
Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah. I am too.
After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. And I am looking forward to our next episode, guys. We're chugging along here. I don't know if Bruno's clipping these all together or how they're all being presented, but we're getting there.
I think the next one will be a fun one.
Excellent. Just in time for Spooktober.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited, guys, for this. I feel like this is, Jack, you and I had talked
This
a little bit
session was
about.
a little more interesting than some of the previous ones. You guys have some ideas.
Well, and that's
Yeah,
the thing is
there's sprinkling ideas in there. Yeah.
we've been talking offline a little bit about how we don't necessarily know what's coming, but we're kind of ready for something to pop off. We're sort of ready for an unexpected angle on this
It
whole
takes
thing.
its sweet ass time.
I felt like I started to see the seams on it this time, so I'm excited to find out next time maybe where they all pop off. Yeah, maybe next time we'll do a double. We'll schedule in enough time, just really make sure we rip through the rest of it. Yeah, but until next time,
Well, yeah, we have
thanks.
Sunday, and then we have Monday, and then the festival, and maybe something fun will happen at the festival.
Yeah.